Hi everyone, and welcome once again to Ruby's Classic Cooking. And today I'm making something quick and easy for summertime. It's called Quick Drops. Now, you want a nice sweet treat, but you don't want to heat up your kitchen by turning on the oven. Hey, this is a perfect recipe for a quick drop cookie. So, I'm going to start off with 3 tablespoons of butter. So I'll get these measured off here. Don't worry, metric people, I'll have the metric equivalents of the recipe when it's printed down below. Let's see, and I'll just use the measuring bar on my butter here to figure out 3 tablespoons. 3 tablespoons of butter. Already measured out in my cup is a cup of, which could be chocolate chips. Right now I've got chocolate wafers, which I measured out at 175 grams or 6 ounces of chocolate chips, chocolate wafers, a nice melting real chocolate, okay? So first thing I'm going to do is melt these. It says in the recipe to do it over hot water in a pan, but I'm just going to put this in the microwave and give it a quick zap. About 2 minutes on medium-high heat should do it. And I'll be back as soon as my chocolate and my butter are melted. Alright, after 1 minute and 30, those are ready. I'm just going to stir my chocolate till it finishes melting, because my butter is already melted. And I'll just keep stirring these. The residual heat will melt them. And if it doesn't, I'll pop them back in for another 10 seconds. When you're melting chocolate, make sure there's no water on any of your instruments you're using, or in the container that you're using, because if there is, it will cause your chocolate to seize, and that won't be a good thing at all. You just want to melt your chocolate, and don't overheat it or it will also seize, which is not nice either. So you just want to melt this chocolate nicely. And chocolate chips probably take less time than these chocolate wafers I'm using. Also, my microwave is a 1100 watt microwave, and if yours is a different wattage, you'll have to adjust the time accordingly. Okay, now once your chocolate and butter are all melted together, see how lovely and smooth and creamy that looks? Look at that. Doesn't it look gorgeous? Now, next thing you're going to do is stir in 1/4 cup of sifted icing sugar, confectioner's sugar. It's what you use to make icing with, and it's usually blended with cornstarch. It's an extremely finely ground sugar that's blended with cornstarch, whatever they call that in your neighborhood. Here it's known as icing sugar or confectioner's sugar. I'm just going to blend this into my melted chocolate and butter. And it helps if it's been sifted, because you don't want any little lumps to slow down the mixing process. There we go. Now have a much lumpier appearance, but this icing sugar is combined in there. There, it's not smooth anymore. Now I'm going to add 2 cups of desiccated coconut. That goes in next. Here we go. That's 500 milliliters, metric people. And now you just stir this into your chocolate mixture. There's no eggs, there's no milk, there's no flour, and this is all you put in these cookies. This is it. When you have all of your coconut carefully coated with the chocolate, there you go. Ready to go. On to the next step. It says in the recipe to use wax paper, but you can use, plastic wrap. You need either a 1 tablespoon cookie scoop or a teaspoon from your kitchen drawer. And you're just going to make your cookies, about 2½ dozen cookies. Put them out here on your wrap. And you're going to refrigerate these for ½ an hour, and then they're ready to eat and to store at room temperature. Now I'll just get these cookies scooped out. And then I'll show them to you what they look like after they've been in the refrigerator for ½ an hour. I put them on top of this this to give it something stiff, because otherwise you just have it. You have to put it on top of something that you're going to put in the fridge, because it's either a cookie sheet or something like this, a cutting board, because you can't pick up a piece of saran wrap or wax paper with a bunch of cookies on it and put it in the fridge, because it's just going to go everywhere. And always remember to scrape out your bowl, because I've left behind nearly a whole cookie if I hadn't. There we go. That's exactly 2½ dozen cookies. There we go. Now they're going to go in the refrigerator for half an hour, and I'll be back to show you what they look like when they've chilled. Alright, here I am back again after half an hour, and here are the cookies after they've been sitting in the refrigerator for half an hour. They've kind of lost their shine, and they're not as sticky anymore. Well, I hope you enjoyed my video today, and I hope that you will like, subscribe, leave a comment below, check out some of my other 135 recipes, and tell your friends. And come on back and see me next time on Ruby's Classic Cooking. Bye for now.